Hey everybody, it's David back home in Dallas, Texas after about 5 weeks in the Pacific Northwest. It's good to be home. I'll be heading out here this week going to northern Michigan to spend a week or so. But just wanted to first of all congratulate you. We're over halfway through the course. We're finishing up week 4, starting week 5. So we've got week 5, 6, and 7 coming up. Week 5 is when it gets a little bit more technical. I hope that in week 4 you were able to fully take advantage of the research that your fellow classmates are conducting and the sources that they are finding. And you'll continue to do that in weeks 5 and 6. But week 5, while there are other things that you'll be focusing on different types of strategies in the reading, um, from your paper perspective, this is where you begin to work on some of the more technical aspects of writing, and this is where students um, can be challenged a bit. And so I'm talking about citations and then references. Think about this. You're beginning to understand how challenging it can be to find peer-reviewed sources. Just think if you were on the other side of that and you were developing the research papers that other people like yourselves are using to support their papers. It's even more challenging. And so, in order to honor those folks, you need to give them credit for the work they've done if you're using it. And that is what citations and references are all about. Citations is a way to do in the body of your paper, they call them in-text citations. In the body of your paper, it's the way that you give credit to the source of the information that you're using. Now, you have to provide citations whether you are doing a direct quote, which I do not like, by the way, or you're paraphrasing, which I really like. Regardless, you need to give the original researcher credit for that. So that's when you use their last name, the year, page number, and so on in the body of the paper. And then references that we'll spend more time on in a week or so is on the reference page at the end that gives much more detail about that citation. So this week, make sure that you watch the video that's in Read and Study. I not only give you a video on the most common citation formats, it also includes the most common reference formats, but I give you the document that I used as well that you could use as a help sheet, if you will. So that's going to be this week, and I'm going to be making sure that I look specifically at that. If you use, by the way, if you use other people's words, ideas, and you do not give them credit for it in your paper, that's what the phrase plagiarism is all about. And that is the big scarlet P in academic writing. So you need to make sure that you avoid that. The test this week is going to be specifically about taking a particular concept and then providing the proper citation for it. So make sure that you spend the necessary time on this. This is the amazing part for me. We go through this in the initial class. I'll have students in the very next class who take me in another class, and they totally forget all about citations and references. You will have professors in this program who are very, very strict on the proper usage of these. So don't let these bypass you. You can lose a lot of points on these if you get the professor who is very, very serious about that. And trust me, there are those who operate that way. All right? Have a good week. If you have any questions, let me know. Take care.